Welcome to Reddit on Reddit, the internet's auditory version of Reddit. I'm Nelson Allingham, joined by Michael Campbell.
Only 405 episodes in.
Yeah.
It's just listening to that little theme tune.
Yeah.
Do you think for a new listener it's too weird?
Yeah, probably. Well,
there's a lot of whistling and whispering.
Yeah. But everybody has to experience it for the first time.
That's true.
Before they love it.
Just someone tell me if you, like, the first time you listened to it, you're like, this is weird stuff.
Yeah. I mean,
it's a great bit of music. Your brother made that for us.
Yeah.
It's a great bit of music. I love it. But I was listening to it and be like, this is a bit odd.
Yeah, okay.
Funky tune. Can't knock the tune. Really, the bits that I'm criticizing, you whistle and I whisper.
Yeah, yeah. We should have a version where there's no instruments and it's just your whispering and my whistling.
Also, I say that, but the ones that I've made are like podnapping. So that's just screaming and dubstep.
Yeah, that's
so
true.
I shouldn't be throwing stones, should I?
Yeah, that's true. Can't let's get into it.
Okay.
This first one was in the subreddit Sushi. I know that's weird. That's weird subreddit to start with. Why would anybody want to... Anyway. What do you reckon is in the sushi? I only got this on post. What do you reckon is in the subreddit?
I would have gone there if I was like, you know what? I want to start making sushi. Maybe people in r/sushi are sharing sushi ideas or techniques or something like that.
Yeah, okay. I sort of suspect. Okay, let's read the description. The subreddit for all things sushi. Whether it be pictures of your latest night out or your own home creations. If it's served alongside sushi rice, this is where to post it.
Great.
Good.
How many members?
It has 483,000.
Okay, well, there you go.
That is a lot of people that are like, yes, please.
Pictures of sushi, yes, please.
I'm going to tell you something. Spoilers for everyone. It's not that exciting. It's just picture. Everybody close your eyes.
Yeah.
Close your eyes. I don't care if you're driving.
Okay. Close your eyes.
Close your eyes. And picture sushi. You've gone to the subreddit.
Okay.
That's where you are right now. And now picture a slightly different sushi. Yep. That's there too.
Oh.
I mean, honestly, it is making me want sushi, actually. It does look quite delicious. Anyway, let's get to this post.
So I will tell you when to open your eyes, by the way.
Yeah, keep it close. Anyway, this one was by Young Breezy 310. And they've said, my local spot's rules on sushi etiquette. And so we've got a picture here of some rules.
It's like a laminated A4 sheet, it looks like.
I would love to know where this person's from. But anyway, let's get to that at the end of this. Okay. It says, how to eat sushi, sushi etiquette. These are not mandatory. However, some actions are a big taboo in Japanese culture. We appreciate your cooperation and respect for our culture, sushi etiquette, and our chefs. It says, please do not put soy sauce on the rice side. So this has got a picture of, what's it called? Sashimi? Is that the one?
Yep.
Where it's, yeah.
Yeah, and they're putting rice first into a dish of soy sauce, it looks like in the picture.
Yeah, which is, I'm ashamed to say I do this.
Yeah.
Because the rice, holds the soy sauce.
Yeah, it, absorbs.
Like, if you put soy sauce, because normally, if I'm getting takeaway or something, you have the little, fish soy sauce packets.
Yeah.
If you just squirt that on top, the soy sauce just rolls off the top. You still get a little bit. But, if I put it on the bottom, it absorbs through to the rice.
And you offend an entire nation.
I don't give a shit.
Oh, wow.
I'm going to say right here and now, they're doing it wrong.
This second rule is crazy.
Yeah. please eat your sushi within 30 seconds.
Is that all sushi? If you get 4 pieces of sushi,
Yeah, it must be, right?
it must be.
Well, I'm not okay, unless it's contradicting. No, that's wild. Okay, because one of these rules later on we'll get to, and they link to each other.
Yeah.
Okay, please order sashimi if you prefer tiny rice. I don't really know what that means.
No, me neither.
Yeah. Okay. Anyway, maybe somebody can explain that to me. And the picture is not clear.
No, it's just 2 pieces.
It's like 2 pieces, but one has like way less rice underneath. But they're both sashimi, aren't they? Anyway, okay. This is the one that I think is linked, maybe. Please do not chew off your sushi. It just means like bite it in half.
Yeah. Have it, one go.
One go. Put it all in. Maybe that means why it's linked with the please eat your sushi within 30 seconds.
Yeah.
It's like don't eat a little bit but then you don't need both of these rules if they're implying the same thing.
Yeah. If you're having to eat all your sushi in 30 seconds, you're not biting. You're putting them all in your mouth.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I don't really get that. But I guess I understand the idea of just putting it all in your mouth at one go. But what if you're a kid? If you're a child? Maybe that's another rule later on. Don't be a child.
Yeah, no.
Please do not break down your sushi.
Yeah, okay. So don't take the fish off the rice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I have a problem here I've just realized with the first rule and this one. The first one says, please do not put soy sauce on the rice side, right? Which means that you have a sashimi, you pick it up with your chopsticks.
Weirdly, okay, yeah.
It doesn't mention anything about
No, the last
chopsticks.
one.
No, that's different.
Yeah, sorry, yeah.
Anyway.
I was going to say they didn't mention chopsticks. But
Oh,
they
okay,
did.
right.
Yeah.
Okay, so they're saying you can't put soy sauce on the rice side, which means that you have to pick up a sashimi with your chopsticks, turn it upside down, which seems wild, and then eat it. But then this one says, please do not break down your sushi. Well, I'll tell you a fun fact, is that if you turn a sashimi upside down, more often than not, the fish will come off the top. It'll kind of float like...
You would need to pinch it top and bottom upside down, and then you wouldn't get full coverage of soy sauce on the fish anyway.
Yeah, then you've only
and you
got...
also might risk getting some of the rice.
Oh, don't do that. Yeah, you'd have to... And I feel like that would be... Yeah, okay. So, yeah, you have to pinch it top and bottom. That seems like an awkward way to do it, though. Because how do you get the chopsticks up and below? Like, if it's lying flat on a plate, how do you get one chopstick underneath and one on the top?
Tip on its side, grab it, tilt it around, down.
Yeah, but then aren't you grabbing... Oh, so you're tilting and grabbing at the same time.
I'm poking it until it flops down. And then
That is wild if that's what they expect you to do. But based on these rules...
Do you see a rule here saying no poking?
no poking the sashimi onto its side. Okay, next one. Please do not mix wasabi and soy sauce. It's implying in the one bowl.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, okay. I guess that's fine. Whatever. Please do not cut your sushi. Again, what about little children? I don't know.
Well, see the last rule.
See
do
last
not
rule.
be a child.
Do not be a child. Please do not pass any food from one set of chopsticks to another, or touch chopsticks with chopsticks. Oh, don't touch chopsticks with chopsticks, Cambo.
What about your set of chopsticks? Can they touch?
Technically not. Maybe at the end.
Here's the thing. I don't have the confidence in my chopstick ability to pick something up from another person's set of chopsticks.
Yeah.
I'd be like, you put that down on the plate.
Yeah. Exactly.
I'm going to be here for a bit grabbing at it.
I've got no issue with this rule because I will never encounter it in my life. But yeah, that does seem like a strange rule. Okay, this is why I asked this, like, where actually is this place? Because guaranteed this is not in Japan.
Yeah.
There is not.
Because of their English menu.
Yeah, well, it also has Japanese.
Oh, yeah, it does
characters
above.
as
Yeah,
well.
you're right, yeah.
Yeah, so it could be accounting for English patrons, but the reason why I don't think it exists is because I don't think in Japan they would be so bold as to suggest to people what not to do. It's like goes against their polite culture of like you should kind of just know this, and we're going to be offended, but we're not going to tell you why. But also, I wonder how legitimate this actually is. It feels like one of those things where it's like somebody's. If it is this unspoken rule or whatever, do all Japanese people actually adhere to this, or is it just whatever?
Is it like one of those things, how there's like proper cutlery setouts?
Right, yeah.
Like knife and fork are on certain sides, and then you won't have a spoon the other side of a knife or a fork or whatever.
Yeah, something like that, yeah.
It's like, technically there are rules, but no one cares.
Yeah, yeah.
Is that what this is?
I sort of suspect there is a lot. I mean, the one that I cannot believe is actually a rule is eat your sushi within 30 seconds.
30 seconds, yeah. Is that the equivalent of always have your fork upside down? You're not meant to have your prongs of your fork up.
Yeah, maybe. Well, unless you're done.
Unless you're done.
No, obviously. I just can't believe that being an actual rule. Because you order lots of sushi at one time.
You know what I'd love? In a sushi restaurant, they put the plate down, and then there's a little timer on the table, and they just tap the timer.
Yeah. They come up when there's the beep, 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 beep. They come over, and they just take your plate no matter what you're doing. Anyway, I thought there was some very interesting and strange rules that we didn't really encounter. I imagine we broke some of these rules while we were in. I thought you
were putting soy sauce on rice like an absolute heathen,
like a heathen. Yeah,
and saying, "Look how it absorbs."
Yeah, I said, "I'm just going to watch this for a few minutes."
really let this cold sushi cool.
Yeah. Okay, Campbell, let's get into Ask Reddit. Ask Reddit. This Ask Reddit was by TopRun8728. What's the most What's the most unethical parenting hack you know?
Ooh. I mean, as two men without children.
Yep.
I can't say I know that many, but I'm trying to think if my friends have ever done anything.
Yeah.
I don't know about unethical, but I feel like parents become really efficient at things, knowing exactly whatever the minimum their kid needs is.
Oh, yes, okay.
Actually, you know what's a good parenting hack is telling your kid they're not hurt.
Yeah.
They'll run into something, and I've watched my brother go, "You're all right, aren't you?" And his son goes, "Yeah." Yeah, it's like, I reckon that was right on the edge. And you've just assured him that he's all right. Yeah.
Everybody has that one experience where a kid falls over and people go, "Oh my God, are you okay?" And then the kid instantly starts crying.
Yeah.
And then they've had the other experience where the kid falls over in the same way. People don't seem to be paying as much attention, perhaps, and they're totally fine.
Yeah.
And parents have now worked out, you know what? Turns out most of the time you're probably fine. But if we make a big deal about it, you're going to be like, "Oh my God, I'm so upset."
But I don't know if that's unethical.
Yeah, I don't think that's unethical as such. I think this is the God tier unethical parenting hack. You there's a few steps to this one. You have a baby. In the hospital, you switch your baby with another person's baby.
Yep.
Step one.
Yep.
Step two, you put your child, not really your child, up for adoption.
Yeah.
Step three, 18 years time. Admit to the clerical error.
Yeah.
You need to somehow...
I see where this is going.
Come up with a way where it wasn't you directly switching the babies.
Yeah.
Go to that family, be like, "Oh my God, this is actually our child who is well-developed, had a loving family." And say, "We put our child up for adoption because we didn't feel any physical connection to our child.
Yeah.
And now we've realized
It makes sense now.
It's actually because it wasn't our child. We don't know where yours is, obviously. We just...
They went some time ago.
Anyway, son, come on home. You successful or anything?
and look after us
Good
in
at
our old
music or
age.
stuff? What can you do?
What natural talents have evolved? Have they
don't look at
nurtured?
them. They're not your parents anymore. Okay? Where are your parents?
But you also need them not to be legal adults because then they can just have
Okay.
emancipation.
Okay, 17.
17.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah. I think we've solved it. Solved the problem. Here's some suggestions that people have put in for unethical parenting hacks. It's by Keljameri. If they lie to me, their tongue will turn purple. The hesitation when you ask them to show you their tongue if they've lied. Hack ruined when 3-year-old, youngest child, had them all sit in front of the mirror, tell lies, and check each other's tongues. Oh, smart. That's good.
That's good.
This one is by Gentle Tina 778. Tell your kid that they snore in their sleep really often. That way you'll know if they're pretending to sleep because they'll fake snore.
That's good.
Isn't it weird also the thing, like just not being a parent, right? I'm like, why would I ever need to know if a child is fake sleeping? Like that doesn't seem like an issue I would encounter when having children, but clearly it is. And this person's had to make up this fake fact just to catch their child out on it.
I really like this one from Yams NZ. It says, my kid went up 4 reading levels over COVID lockdown. Everyone thought I was putting in a really big effort with his reading. Truth is, I just turned the subtitles on the TV.
That's pretty good.
That's not unethical.
I don't think that's
clever.
unethical. That's pretty good.
The other two are fully lying to their kids.
yeah, exactly. I like that. Okay. Major Competitive 612 saw this video on Instagram. When it's past their bedtime, Dad changes the language on the TV to Spanish. When the kids act confused, he says, "It must be because you're tired." Yeah, okay, that one's unethical.
Also, there's a great one here from Velociraptor Nuggets. Said, my nephew refused to vacuum, so I told him the thing about the vacuum sucking up ghosts. I said that vacuuming keeps houses from getting haunted, and that's why haunted houses are so dusty. 10 years later, he's still a neat freak, and I feel responsible.
That's brilliant. That's actually really
So good.
That is a 2-step plan there. The first step is to show them a really scary ghost movie.
Yeah, well, the thing is, Ghostbusters kind of do vacuum up ghosts.
Yeah.
They're like protein strings,
First
but
you
they look
show
like little
them-
vacuum cleaners. They've got packs on their back and whatever.
First you show them like Paranormal Activity or something, just actually very scary.
Yeah.
Then you show them Ghostbusters. They put the 2 and 2 together. Then you tell them the secret of vacuuming up ghosts. Yep. Pretty good. I like that. This by Kaiser Soze.
Oh, is that where he is?
Yeah. Told our daughter that the kids' ears turn red when they lie, but only parents can see. Oh, see, smart. This is like the tongue one, but being like, yeah. She would enter rooms with her hands covering her ears, and we knew we were in for a lie. That is so good.
So good.
That's hilarious. Alrighty. Let's move on into Today I Advice.
So now it's time for Today I Learned.
Today I learned.
And also sometimes advice.
This advice was by Turbulent Diamond 352. My hair smells really bad. I work at a landfill, and the smell of garbage is stuck to my hair. I wash my hair 2 to 3 times while I shower, and the smell doesn't come out. Any advice? I see this not as a problem of, let's be honest, we don't know how to get the smell out.
Yeah. We'll start there.
I can start right there, okay? But really, that's the hair smelling is a sub-problem to another problem you have, which is that you're probably embarrassed about the hair smelling. You know, I think that we just need to come up with solutions that will mask
Yeah.
or maybe explain the smell of garbage
I
around you.
thought you were going to pitch hair cologne.
Oh, hair cologne. This is pretty good, Kimbo. Is it? Do we?
Yeah.
So we're starting this business, obviously.
Yeah.
And,
Little fire alarm
yeah,
going
we got
off.
fire alarm going off.
I don't know if it's coming through, but we can hear it, so that's
We
fine.
can hear it. It's fine. Don't worry. If we start screaming, we're not fine. Yeah. Call help. I'm thinking, okay, we're starting this kind of business. This is not where I was thinking it was going, but this is good. I like this. Are we just buying cologne bottles
Yeah, and putting the
and
word
putting
hair on them.
for hair?
Yes, Nelson.
Okay,
But
this is pretty good.
The thing about hair cologne is it's harder to make, so therefore it comes at a premium.
Yeah. It's more expensive.
And
than
we set out our store outside of the junkyards.
Yeah.
Because really, who needs hair?
Who else is going to need it? Everybody else can just wash their hair and they're fine. But apparently the smell really stays
I would
in.
say the only other places maybe like fast food restaurants where maybe you get a lot of grease or
Oh, yeah, that's good. Let's just say it degreases as well. I was thinking really you just need to explain, well, like, you go to a party and somebody's like, oh, it smells like garbage. And you're like, yeah, I carry this bag of garbage around with me. And then you just always have a bag of garbage.
Oh, right, okay.
So then people are like, oh, it's not their hair. It's just the garbage bag that this person brings around with them everywhere. So perfectly suitable an explanation.
Yeah. They're like, I can smell garbage. It must be the bag of garbage. Little do they know. It's you.
It's actually a hair. Well, it's probably the garbage bag too. But then, see, you get the scenario where they're like, if you just act really friendly with people, really loving, people are like, man, this person is so lovely that I imagine if I could get them in a situation where they weren't near their garbage bag, it would be great to be around their company.
And they'd smell good.
And they'd smell good. Little do they know that wouldn't be the problem, but you've kind of made it seem like that's the only thing holding you back from a great friendship.
Also claim that the bag of garbage you're carrying around is because you've just done a bit of a cleanup at a local beach or something.
Oh.
So then therefore, not only are you carrying garbage, which might seem a bit odd, but actually, God, this is bloody generous.
Yeah, that's pretty good. And it's like, oh, your hair doesn't smell like garbage. Have you not been doing something to support the planet?
Can I interest you in hair color?
It's pretty good. We've solved that problem and made a business out of it.
Which is the most important bit, is we are profiting.
Yeah. It does seem to suck, actually, now that I've thought about it. They can't even seem to wash their hair and the smell doesn't come out.
Yeah.
That kind of sucks.
Yeah, I don't, like, I wonder, like, there are scented shampoos, right?
Yeah.
It's just clearly not
working or something?
enough, yeah.
I guess so. I don't know.
Unless you're not using
it's
garbage scented
Maybe it's
shampoo,
not-
are you?
Maybe it's not your hair. Maybe you stink. All right. Let's move on, Cambo, and get into shower thoughts.
Shower thoughts, shower thoughts, shower thoughts, shower thoughts.
This shower thought is by Alana Mullins. Okay, every now and again, Cambo, somebody will say something that might make you feel old. And I felt like this was one of them.
Yep.
Boo from Monsters, Inc. would be 25 now. That's old.
Yeah. It's older than us.
Yeah.
As far as they know.
As far as they know. Yeah, that one really got me when I thought about it. Because, like, I don't know. I remember obviously watching that movie as a kid.
Yeah.
But being like, well, that's a very young kid.
Yeah.
Can't even talk. Nothing there.
Yeah.
And then, but also, Monsters, Inc. didn't seem like it was that long ago.
Oh, no, it was.
It was a long time ago.
Yeah, it's like, what, 2001 maybe? Yeah. So
Yeah.
If Boo was 2, yeah.
Yeah. I was more a Monsters University guy.
Well,
Not really.
The moment one of the moments I felt old was when The Incredibles 2 was coming out a couple of years ago.
Yeah.
And some family Stacey and I have younger boys, probably about 14 or so.
Yeah.
They wanted to see like Despicable Me over Incredibles 2.
Right.
And I was like, really? Incredibles 2? Like, Incredibles is amazing. And Stacey was like, yeah, they weren't alive when that came out. When that came out. They've had like 6 Despicable Me movies in their lifetime.
Right.
They have no connection to The Incredibles.
Yeah.
It was like, oh, no.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Do you know what, though? I agree with them. I think Despicable Me was better than... I mean, I've only, I think, seen 2 Despicable Me movies. Maybe, yeah, I must have been at least 2, I think.
But it was just that idea that I realized that I had stopped engaging with any kind of family entertainment for like 15 years.
Yeah, yeah.
Because I knew of them, but I don't really keep track of Despicable Me.
Yeah, yeah.
And just being like, oh, yeah, that has been their childhood movie series. Yeah.
Yeah. This is off topic, but I would really like to see Inside Out too.
Okay.
I really liked the first one.
That is, yeah, okay. Well, I hope you see
did
it.
say it was off topic. Slightly off topic.
But not that off topic, to be fair.
Just slightly.
Yeah.
Slightly off topic. What's the movie you'd like to see, Kevin?
What's the movie I want to see? I want to see the movie Twisters.
Way off topic, Kevin. Let's get back to show us. This is by Liquid Ink Rocks. The podcast industry has become celebrities interviewing celebrities to create more celebrities.
Yeah.
This is what we've been doing wrong, Cambo.
Not being celebrities and not talking to celebrities.
Yes, and not creating celebrities.
God, we haven't done any of these 3 things.
This is why we've had a failure of a podcast.
Look, as someone that works in this industry, this hits me hard because I do sometimes feel this way.
Yeah, yeah.
When they're like, oh, God, do you know Rob Lowe's got a podcast? It's like,
Yeah.
no. What's he doing? It's like, oh, he's talking to Jodie Foster.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you know one that I thought was weird? Kevin Bacon.
Does he?
Kevin Bacon's got, and I think it's actually quite successful.
Is it to do with 6 Degrees of Kevin Bacon?
No.
What a waste.
But
Because I would be, I would, here's what I would pitch. Kevin Bacon sits down with a celebrity and they work out how they're connected somehow through movies.
See? That's fucking brilliant. That'd be so good. No, well, see, it's funny because I researched this.
Yeah.
I half-assed researched this because I was going to do a podcast with Josh from Welcome to Patchwork about maybe trying to get in touch with Kevin Bacon.
Yeah.
And just trying to get using the 6 degrees, finding who we know that is anyway. And then I was like, oh, he's got a podcast. And I was like, that probably makes him actually way easier to get into contact with.
It's probably like, contact us at contact at Kevin Bacon Pod.
Yeah.
And it might not go directly to him, but it'll go to someone on his team.
Yeah. Do it enough times, you might get him on for like 5 minutes.
Yeah.
I was like, this makes it less exciting. Anyway. Didn't you have like 6 degrees of Kevin Bacon or something?
Me?
Yeah, because
I
you
was
were
in a
an
movie with
extra
him once.
in a movie.
Oh, okay, yeah.
For some reason, I thought that you had worked this out.
Yeah,
and you were like, and somebody in that movie was in another, you know.
It would probably be, if I had to guess, I was an extra in a movie called I Love You 2.
Yeah.
That Peter Hellier wrote and directed. But most importantly, it starred Peter Dinklage.
Ah.
So it must have been through Peter Dinklage somehow. Because Peter Dinklage,
right. Yeah,
obviously, you know, he's in Hollywood films.
Yeah, Peter Dinklage has been in shit tons of stuff.
Yeah. So
You probably are not that far away from it, mate.
Yeah, probably. I don't know whether they've been anything directly together, but I'm sure through Peter Dinklage, I probably can connect to Kevin Bacon.
Yeah. Okay. Anyway.
Are you asking whether you should watch I Love You Too? No.
Cambo, I know this just
Does
because...
star Megan Gale, if that interests you.
Cambo, I know this just because Peter Hellier made fun of you one day.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
I
forgot.
On public television. Oh, like you forgot, Cambo. Every night you go to bed and you curse. You curse Peter Hellier through tears. That's all I've got for shower thoughts. All right, let's get into podnapping.
Oh my God, I'm being podnapped!
Podnapping.
This is Podnapping, where we nap a pod. We take a topic of conversation or a segment from another thing, and we do it ourselves.
It's your week this week, Nelson.
Yep.
I thought that would work. Okay. It's my week this week.
Really got you with the just agreeing with you.
Yeah, yeah,
And
I
then
know.
you're like, oh, now what do we do?
Now we're just being silent. It's my week this week. I actually saw this on Instagram, and I do not remember the podcast I got it from. And I actually went looking. Have you ever tried to look for something again on Instagram?
It's impossible. It's so impossible.
Impossible to find.
Yeah, yeah. Well, it's like on Reddit too. You
Yeah.
could try use their search function.
Idiot. So this was from a podcast, but if anyone knows what podcast this was, please let me know.
Okay.
But they were playing a game called Opposite Movie Titles,
Okay.
where I'm going to read you the opposite of a movie title, and you need to reverse engineer what the real movie title might be.
Okay.
As
Is it each word is the opposite of
Yes.
its?
Yes.
Okay.
As an example, if I said ugly man,
Okay. Beautiful woman. Pretty woman.
Pretty woman.
Pretty woman. It's
Pretty
like beautiful
woman.
woman. Is that even a
so that's how it works.
pretty woman? Yeah. Okay. That's good.
These are opposite words, and if you would just take each word, reverse them, you should theoretically come up with a movie title.
Okay.
So I've just I've generated a list with help from a friend of mine that is a chatbot.
Oh,
That's all I
good.
need to say.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay, The Bright Day.
The Dark Knight.
Correct.
Oh, that's a good one because that's a sneaky night word.
See, here's where it didn't fully understand because you know the first one it gave me, Losing Nemo.
Well, what's the opposite to Nemo?
That's true.
Finding Dory.
What about the Lamb Queen?
The Lamb Queen. Okay. So king, obviously, for queen. The is probably the still. What's the opposite of a lamb? Okay, so the something king.
Yeah. I can tell you that they've got the word lamb,
Wolf?
I believe, from a saying. Oh, yeah, wolf does work as well, technically.
Yeah.
The Wolf King.
The Wolf King. The Sheep King. It's going to be really obvious, isn't it?
The Animal King.
Oh, okay.
So it's a different animal.
Oh, so it is just a different animal.
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
There is a saying that connects these two animals, technically.
Oh. Lamb. Oh, this is going to be super obvious. The Lion King.
The Lion King.
Oh my God, it's so obvious.
Yeah.
I apologize to absolutely everyone who's like screaming like the Lion King. Obviously, it was the Lion King.
Yes, the Lion King.
Yeah.
What about, I like this one, Cowardice Soul.
Oh, cowardice. So like brave. And heart, Braveheart.
Braveheart,
Yeah,
well done.
That's good.
Well
That's
done.
good. I like that.
What about Earth Peace?
Okay, so Mars Wars.
Interesting.
It's War of the Worlds. No, that's
No.
like not. It doesn't
yeah,
translate
yeah.
right. But okay. Star Wars.
Well done.
yeah, Star Wars.
Well done. What about Live Soft?
Die Hard.
Oh, what about The Noise of the Wolves?
The Silence of the Lambs.
Silence of the Lambs.
That's
That's
good.
good. What about, I like this one, An Ugly Body?
So beautiful people. No.
What would be the opposite to body?
Like head, beautiful head. No. Okay. So what's the movie? What was it? Ugly. Jarhead. Pretty head, good head, beautiful head.
Yeah, I would say you're close with beautiful head. A beautiful head. What else could that be? What's in your head?
Brain, beautiful brain,
You're so close. You're so close, Nelson.
beautiful mind.
A beautiful mind. Well done.
Beautiful
What about?
mind. So.
What about Slow and calm.
Okay, Fast and Furious.
Fast and Furious. Well done. What about? I'll be impressed if you get this.
Okay.
Temporary darkness of the dirty soul.
Eternal Sunshine of
As
the
well
Spotless
as
Mind.
Let's go with. I don't know if I agree with this one necessarily, but Peacemaker.
Okay. Peacemaker? It could be like Warlord? Yes. Wait, is there a movie called Warlord? I just said. Okay, Peacemaker. Is it like 2 words? Like peace and maker? Or Peacemaker is 1 word?
Peacemaker is 1 word. I think they've only done that because the title of this movie is also 1 word.
Yeah, okay.
But yeah, if you're doing the opposite of peace.
Yeah. Your it's probably not war, like I don't know, enemy. No. Chaos.
Yeah, I'm not super sure of the logic of this one. I'm going to be honest with you.
Daredevil. No.
No. Do you want me to reveal?
Yeah, okay.
Gladiator.
Oh, yeah, Gladiator. I
technically.
can kind of see it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess, in some way.
And this is the last one here. Modern Zoo.
Old prison. Zoo. What's
Yeah,
it? Like
Zoo is an interesting choice of word.
Yeah, okay.
This is actually, I would say, zoo and this word are more related than opposite, almost.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Modern is good. You would go kind of the opposite of modern.
Yeah. So old. Oh, is it like? Oh no. I was gonna say old school, but that's kind of not really right for. Okay. Old.
What are some different old? How else if something is very old time wise?
Ancient. Or
what about different time periods?
Medieval. Medieval?
Not
Like,
medieval,
no,
but
okay.
you are
I'm getting
you are naming
Dark
time
Ages
periods.
or something.
Yeah, maybe further back.
Jurassic Park.
Jurassic Park.
yeah,
Well
okay, yeah, that's good. Modern Jurassic Park and Zoo.
Yeah, Park and Zoo. I don't know if they're opposite.
Yes, to some degree. Yeah, that was really good. I liked that actually. I got 50 points for that, and you got 0.
Oh, wow. How does that keep happening?
Yeah, I know. I told you I'm in charge of the scoring always. No, it's time for the AMA. We don't have an AMA
Yeah, that's true.
this week. Just surprising. We've had a lot of AMAs in a row. Actually, have I missed one? Oh no. I don't have time to look at that now. So what was I going to say? Something. This is a shorter episode.
Yeah, it
actually.
is. Well, look, we've been treating them too good for too long, Nelson, with these hour-plus episodes.
Can't don't worry. I've got us covered. I've still got the subreddit r/sushi open.
Can you go to the top post of all time?
Oh, that's
I'm just curious.
yeah.
It could just be a really good bit of sushi. And you know what? Fair enough.
top post of all time. It's the one that we just did.
Is it really?
Yeah, 1 day ago was the top.
If
one.
that's the top post of all time, this subreddit is not great.
Okay, next one. I'm a black shokunin, Japanese chef.
Yeah.
The first black graduate from North America with the Tokyo Sushi Academy in Tsukiji, Tokyo. Ask me anything. Nah. The third one, Cambo. This looks like some great sushi. Okay, like it just look. Okay, everybody close your eyes. Oh, you've still got them closed.
Yeah. Sorry. You can open your eyes in a minute. Picture the sushi.
There is 8 rows.
And you
sashimi.
you have to eat that in 30 seconds.
You have to eat it in 30 seconds.
Whoa.
Think about that.
That's crazy.
It looks so delicious. Anyway, that's all I've got. Okay, now I'm just watching some more sushi. Oh my God, Cameron, you need to watch this. Okay, I know that I have derailed the show. But look at this, Gambo.
Okay, yeah.
Somebody's got some sashimi.
Yeah.
And they are lifting it up by just the fish.
And the rice is coming with it.
And the rice is staying with it. And I do know it's meant to be sticky. So maybe I've just been eating poor quality
It could be.
sashimi.
It could be.
Oh. Made by novice, made by master.
Okay.
Anyway,
Maybe we should subscribe to r/sushi.
I think
There's our hot tip of the episode.
I think everybody should. Okay, everybody. This is what you have to do. Subscribe to r/sushi.
Yeah.
Find the most delicious sushi photo you can find. It can't be the third top post of all time. I've already seen it. And cross-post it to our subreddit.
Yes, please.
So we can
Everyone
look at some
cross-post
delicious
pictures of sushi to our subreddit, please. And then, because we've recorded this a couple of days early.
Yeah.
In a few days' time, we're like, what's going on?
Yeah,
What's all this sushi?
Anywho, if you would like to write into us, you can do so. Reddit podcast, READIT podcast at gmail.com.
Yep.
You can also reach us at our subreddit, where we've got lots of sushi pictures, or our Discord. The link is in the show notes. And we'd appreciate it if you could, if you haven't subscribed already, subscribe to the show.
Yep.
And
After you've subscribed to r/sushi, then subscribe to the show.
then, yeah. And also our subreddit, I suppose. And you've cross-posted your sushi, then you can go in. And here's a fun fact if you haven't rated the show, fun thing you can do. Go to find your most delicious sushi photo.
Yep.
You can find. Rate that one.
Yep.
Verbally, like in the comments of wherever you're rating our podcast show.
Yeah.
Make
Talk
it all about the sushi.
You could say, I picked it up by the fish and the rice came along.
Yeah.
And then you're like, oh, must have been made by a master.
Must be made by master. And anyway, but make sure it's a 5-star review, obviously.
Obviously.
And thanks for listening. We will read you later.